I wanted to move on to something I like to call choose between two. It's like a little game I like to play with my guests. Pretty simple premise. I'm going to give you two options. You choose between the two, and you tell me why. And if you want to like just talk about it a little bit, that's all well and good. Are you ready to do choose between two, Titus?
Bring it.
All right, first one. It's going to be a good one. Judas Priest or Iron Maiden?
Oh, not really my thing, either of them, but I would go Maiden, really. I'm not into that classic heavy metal stuff that much. I like
Okay,
more the harder stuff, really.
fair
But
enough.
if I had to choose one, I'd pick Maiden.
From these two, well, Maiden's got the really great the thing about for me the biggest difference between Priest and Maiden has a certain kind of like mythological or folkloric kind of context in its lyrical context as well. So I think it might
Mhm.
be something that would be more up your alley than a Judas Priest would be. Okay, 80s movie showdown. John Milius's Conan the Barbarian or Highlander from 1986.
If you would have Conan the Destroyer in there, I'll pick that one. But I mean, Highlander is great. And that whole thing, how they cast Lambert in that role and didn't realize that he didn't even speak English until
Yeah.
they got upset, is hilarious how that happened. And just getting, but I usually use that as trying to get Sean Connery into a movie
Hmm.
because that film would never have become Highlander if Sean Connery wasn't in it. So I always try to have like a Sean Connery role that you can have a big actor do a few scenes in. So yeah, I like them
What do
both.
you,
I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both too. What's really remarkable about Highlander too, like I know they're doing a remake of it. I think the guy who did John Wick is doing a remake of it. But the thing about Highlander that made it such a great film was the soundtrack. The Queen soundtrack to that as well. I think it was just simply fantastic. I don't know how
Yeah.
if you can replicate that in today's day and age. I can't see anyone being
No, I
a
think it
choice like
has
that.
to be without the Queen music for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
Um,
what I like about it is that it's so wrong, it becomes right. The whole Queen music in it. It's super cheesy, but also that's what I like about it. So I don't mind the cheese. Cheese is good.
yeah, cheese is really good, especially when it comes to 80s films. I think it's a
Oh,
prerequisite
it
to
has to
have
be
lots of
cheese.
cheese in there.
It
Yes,
has to be
absolutely.
cheese.
80s music, 80s movies, absolutely all the way. Okay, action movie Titan showdown, or action hero Titan showdown, I should say. Dolph Lundgren or Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I gotta go with Dolph. I know him. We were gonna make a movie together. He's also Swedish. We're gonna make a few movies. We still will someday, right, Dolph? We have to do it. He was gonna be in my Steven Seagal movie, but that didn't really happen because of
Did
Seagal.
Seagal 96 that, did he? He didn't want anything to do with
Yeah, no,
Dolph?
Seagal was gonna be the villain, and Dolph was gonna be the hero, and Seagal didn't like that. And at the time, Seagal had a little bit more value, so
Hmm.
he crushed that. But I really wanted a Dolph versus Seagal movie. That would have been just a dream.
I think you directing Dolph in a period action film like you've had done with like We Hunt Giants or films like that, I think would be a great match. I think it would be perfect for like a movie like that. I think that's always been a movie I think I don't remember seeing it in his filmography yet. A movie like that where it's kind of like a action adventure period film, like set in his homeland. I don't think I've seen that yet. I might have missed it, but I don't think I have yet. I think you're the man to bring that to fruition.
Well, I intend. I never told this to anyone, but I tend to bring him into Legend of Dark Rider, the franchise, as like the general of an army in just black
Mm.
armor, stone faced with scars, and just being a brute that never smiles and just lost all his humanity and all that. Who could be better than Dolph?
Oh, that would be awesome. Physical media or streaming?
Like a DVD thing?
Like as in like a DVD, Blu-ray, like you have it in your hand and it's part of your collection, or you go onto Netflix and you watch a movie that way.
I usually I would say that like the DVD and all stuff, but then you put a DVD in and it's just just stops and stare at all the scratches and all that. So it's kind of nice to not have to go through all the discs and look at the commercials and all and just press plays. I would pick streaming now, actually.
Last one. You're at the cinema, popcorn or candy as
Oh,
your
popcorn,
cinema
man.
beverage. You're a popcorn guy?
Popcorn.
Yeah.
Popcorn, man. I love popcorn. None of that stupid shit that you do in the States where you put caramel sauce and shit on it. What's
Uh,
wrong with you?
no. The only thing you
Butter
should
and
put on
salt. That's
popcorn,
all you
butter and
need.
salt. Yep, that's it. Butter, salt, nothing more. You don't need anything
Yeah,
else
they
on
put
there.
chocolate and sugar. What's wrong with you, America? Come
That's
on,
it's
Trump
greedy.
and
That's what it
candy
is.
on popcorn. Get out of here.
It's greedy. I think you're ruining a good thing if you put anything else on there. Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.